Are you looking for the best robot vacuums? In this video we will look at some of the 7 best vacuums on the market before we get started with our video. We have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. Roomba Max 705. The Roomba Max 705 aced our cleaning and navigation tests, earning it the designation of Best Robot Vacuum overall. This device was simple to program thanks to iRobot's accompanying app. It also integrates with smart home systems so you can use voice commands to tell it where to clean. We were particularly impressed by the Roomba Max 705's cleaning and mapping prowess while testing. The app was intuitive to use, and it successfully recognized and labeled individual rooms. We observed the vacuum's automatic dirt detection at work, seeking out messes to clean them up. The double pass setting helped the vacuum excel at our debris tests. It seamlessly sucked up Cheerios, coffee grounds, and hair. A few other features make this robot vacuum stand out. It was the quietest we tested, which is a bonus for an appliance that you want to run in the background for routine maintenance. There are some thoughtful design touches, too, that make it easier to maintain the robot vacuum over time. Yes, you do need to clean your vacuum cleaner. The base includes a storage slot for an extra bag, as well as a tool to clean the brush roll of hair. There weren't any noticeable downsides for this robot vacuum, though if you are okay with fewer features, don't have pets and are looking to spend less, you can opt for our value pick. We will continue to test this vacuum over time and update this story with any new findings. At number 2. Roomba 105. For a value robot vacuum, the Roomba 105 did a good job cleaning debris, and it comes with helpful features like self-emptying and auto-docking. During testing, we noticed that this vacuum particularly got into the edges and corners of rooms. It's great for cleaning baseboards. It didn't get every last crumb or speck of dirt, but we think it will still work well for general upkeep. That said, if you need a more powerful robot to suck up hair and bigger messes, for example, if you have pets, we recommend upgrading. The 105 doesn't fit under all furniture, due to its sensor, so keep this in mind if you have a low couch or chairs. It also didn't do quite as well as more advanced models at avoiding obstacles, tripping up on a throw rug in its path. For a basic robot vacuum, however, it's easy to program, has key features like app integration for scheduling and auto-emptying to reduce maintenance, and does a solid job vacuuming. At number 3. Eufy C10 Robot Vacuum. We especially appreciated the Eufy C10 robot vacuum's low profile. It's a great option for people who want a robot vacuum that takes up a little less space, as some models can be quite bulky. The C10 did well in our cleaning tests, too. It was simple to set up the vacuum, and the app worked quickly to label rooms. The C10's extendable brush arm helped it sweep into corners and clean baseboards, making it stand out in testing. This vacuum also has a lower profile, at 2.85 inches tall, so it can easily scoot under furniture. We were pleased that it was able to vacuum a small throw rug without pushing it all over the room, too. This vacuum has a slightly smaller dustbin capacity than the Roomba 705 Max and 105 models, holding up to 60 days of debris. We did find we needed to do some maintenance after cleaning to clean the brush roll, too, but it was minimal. This vacuum also has voice control for Amazon Alexa or Google Home, meaning that you have to add your Eufy device to those smart home assistants to use this feature. We had mixed success using voice commands in our tests. At number 4. Shark AV2501 SAI Ultra Robot Vacuum. The standout features of the Shark AV2501 SAI Ultra Robot Vacuum are its HEPA filter and its bagless design, which makes it easier to empty compared to other robot vacuums we tested. While we also tested the similar Shark AI Ultra voice control robot vacuum, the HEPA filter on this model helped it earn a winning spot. This robot vacuum is straightforward to use in pairs with smart home assistants like Google Home and Amazon Alexa to work with voice control. While we noticed some issues with mapping during testing, and with sharing cleaning information in the accompanying app, it still cleaned well. The Grid Matrix Clean feature, which cleans in a grid formation instead of working in rows and is available for both entire rooms and spot cleanings, stood out as being particularly effective. It performed best at sweeping up large particles like Cheerios cereal, less so at sucking up finer debris like coffee grounds. It wasn't as skilled as getting into corners or baseboards, and the device was relatively louder than other robots we tested. At number 5. Eufy 11 Max. Considering its entry-level price point, the Eufy 11 Max is surprisingly good at cleaning. It thrives on hardwood, sucking up 91% of the mess we put down in our tests, which outperformed the majority of the lineup. It is the best basic model for people who just want some help reducing their time sweeping or pushing vacuums. When we picked up shoes and socks first, this vacuum visually cleaned every spot of the carpet it rolled over, even cruising under couches that taller models can't fit under. It also hugged walls and slipped into small areas, generating a pleasant, low-pitched purr that was quieter than all the other robots we tested. With no app, this robot was made with simplicity in mind, which another tester appreciated, saying, "I like that I can just turn it loose to knock back the mess without needing to install a special app on my phone to control it." The Eufy 11 Max relies on basic bounce-based navigation, moving along until it hits an object and then turns around and ventures in a different direction, much like a pinball game. This often leads to it missing spots at random. Because of this low-tech approach, it's also not the best object avoider. It barreled into shoes, spun in circles on our fake poo, and eventually zoomed off to eat a sock in our obstacle course tests. You'll have to develop a thorough tidy-up routine before letting this robot loose to avoid these hang-ups. When the battery runs low, it heads back to its dock, but it doesn't remember where it left off. So in bigger homes, some of those farther out rooms might not get as much love as they should. The Roborock Q7 Max Plus offers a smarter alternative with LiDAR mapping and progress tracking, ensuring it finishes the job thoroughly, though you'll have to pay a couple of $100 more for the increased intelligence. The big deciding factor is if you're willing to spend the time to pick up stray socks or cords before letting the vacuum roam. At number 6. Roborock Q7 Max Plus. The Roborock Q7 Max Plus is the best affordable cleaner with an effective mop function, making it an all-around winner for homes with kitchen spills, muddy shoes or paw prints, or simply a desire to mop the tiny dust that vacuums can miss. With 30 electronically controlled water levels, you can fine-tune the flow for improved mopping, ensuring you don't end up with standing water left on your floors, as many cheap gravity-fed mops often do. With our floor plan mapped in a user-friendly app, we could easily customize room layouts, telling the robot to mop specific areas while avoiding spots like entryway shoe piles or pet feeding zones, helping it steer clear of trouble. During our carpet tests, this model didn't always collect every bit of rice or Cheerios on the first pass, but it consistently grabbed them on the second pass. Like other Roborock vacuums we've tested that use LiDAR-based laser mapping systems, this model is a sharpshooter, with room navigation that identifies furniture and walls with pinpoint accuracy. Because it lacks premium cameras and additional sensors, this model can detect small objects, like our fake pet poo, but performs better at recognizing larger items, such as shoes or cords, when they come into contact with it. The biggest drawback is this robot's mediocre ability to collect pet hair, as it often runs directly over dog hair with little success. What's worse, detangling both the spinning side brush and main brush roller was a nightmare, requiring patience with scissors to clear wrapped hair from the ends of the brush. If you need a mopping robot vacuum that's also effective at removing pet hair, the Roborock S8 Pro Ultra and Narwhal Frio X Ultra are worth considering. It costs more than twice as much, but it self-washes and dries its own mop pads, saving you even more time with tedious tasks. Either way, if you're on the fence about mopping, another tester put it this way. At number 7. DREAME X40 Ultra. The DREAME X40 Ultra is by far the smartest, most effective cleaner and best mopper we have tested. It's so smart that it knows to grab its own mop pads to mop hard floors. But that's not all. After mopping, it returned its wet mop pads to the dock for a self-wash cycle with water heated to a bacteria-killing 158 degrees Fahrenheit. Then it dried the wet pads with hot air. While it's a standout mopper, it also thoroughly cleaned our carpets. It features an extendable arm that whisked coffee grounds from deep corners, a unique design that improves on the downfall of the circular design of the robots, where most can't simply reach these difficult spots. So, how might all this manual labor-saving technology work out in your own home? As a navigator, this robot cruised around our floor plan using LiDAR lasers to identify walls and furniture. We were impressed by its one-pass accuracy, and the app makes it easy to schedule cleanings, adjust suction, and set no-go zones. Meanwhile, its AI and camera-based object avoidance can recognize more than 120 common household objects, including small items like Legos, which means we didn't have to run around prepping the floors before a vacuuming sesh. This robot is the only product in the lineup that completely avoided all 12 obstacles in our testing, making it the most reliable choice for busy, high-traffic homes where kids and pets constantly drop toys or move things around.